will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And he'll step off. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Yasmani Tomas will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Heading for second now is Tomas. Around second. He'll try for third. Throw won't get him. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. 1-2 as he chases the slider. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Jerko fields it cleanly. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third. A.J. Pollock bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. He's got to get on base and preferably.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. St. Louis is out in front, 7-4.
Your attention, please. Now
new pitcher to tell you about, and it's the side-arming right-hander Brad Ziegler that gets the assignment. Tommy Pham will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Yadier Molina gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Right back at him and off his glove. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay.
Mike Lee.
Matt Adams will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Drilled to first, fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Jonathan Broxton will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Jonathan Broxton.
Leading off the inning, Jake Lamb, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Wellington Castillo will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Runners on first with one down. Into the box now, Peter O'Brien. And a perfect double play ball here for Peralta. Underhanded flip to second for one. On to Moss, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Jed Jerko, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
That's foul.
Hit hard up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth. Rendell Grichuk will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Digging in, Matt Holliday. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. A 3-run shot for Matt Holliday, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Matt Reynolds will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 45, Matt Reynolds. Now catching and batting in the ninth spot, number 28, Oscar Hernandez.
Stepping in now, Matt Carpenter. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one, 2 for 5 now.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Into the box, Johnny Peralta. Hit hard to short. There's one. On to first, and that'll take care of Peralta as well. It's a double play.
The first baseman,
Brandon Moss comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. striding in to start the ninth, Phil Gosselin. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His third strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beat. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are two away now.
Well, just a two-seam fastball. You'll see the movement here. It works back toward the inside corner, and he picks up strikeout number 3 so far.
Standing in now, Gene Segura. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore than usual tomorrow, but he's going to take it as he finishes this thing off and earns the save.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. What surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 10-4.